increase in drug abuse in our society is a major source of concern.
Wato mun samu kanmu a wani yanayi na rashin jin daɗi yadda akasarin
We find ourselves in such an unpleasant situation where majority of youth fall victims of drug abuse. And to my surprise, people do not seem to be interested in the cause and how to solve the problem. The problem of drug addiction is not peculiar to young men only. Even ladies today fall victim.
Considering the possible dangers faced by the society as the population indulge in drug abuse, much need to be done to bring the menace to bearable minimum. National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency conduct a lot of activities to checkmate the act. Actions such as creating awareness through public lecture, sharing pamphlets, embarking on road work, rehabilitation of victims are among effective strategies carried out.
In terms of the prosecution, within the period under review, we were able to secure conviction on 111 persons. So we currently have 126.
Societal factors like poverty, domestic violence, depression, among many, are some of major causes of drugs abuse today. Individual members of society have a great role to play since these youth are raised among them.
Akwai shugaban yara da yake fita sare-sare.
There is a gang leader of an armed bandit in one of the areas in Kano. I took him back to school until he memorizes the Quran. And he used to be very dangerous. They could cut down anyone. They always shout as I pass by. Sometimes all they want is to be listened to and to solve their problem as much as you can. When you command them, therefore, they will listen. And no matter what violence they are creating, they stop upon seeing you. But as it is, nobody cares about them. Everyone calls them, and many cease association with them. As long as we continue in that way, we will suffer the more their troubles.
Through such forms of interventions, a number of drug addicts have been rehabilitated. Abubakar Haruna, a young man of an average age, and his friends, who were sometimes into hard drugs, now not only rehabilitated, but fully giving back to society.
Indeed now, my life differs a lot from what it was. We have achieved greatly. I am now into 9 years wearing uniform. I was a cadet officer then. We created a lot of troubles. But because of the uniform, we are no more into that. Now, I am in so much love with the uniform to give my contribution to the society.
Kano Emirate is one of the longest standing seat of power in the whole of West African sub-region. For more than 5 centuries ago, very little has changed as far as rich cultural practices and heritage that everyone here is proud of. Gidarumpa, as the household is popularly called, sit on about 10 hectares of land and compose of 8 royal courts in Hausa called Fada. For the first-time visitor to the palace, the traditional designs on the walls will merely connote beauty, but it is much more than that.
It connotes many things. It depends on the place. Sometimes it's a history, just like murals on the wall. You will see the sword, the knife, the calabash, this and that, and you see the geometric design, the star. You know, most of the design are out of the star formation, you know, as it is in geometry. And then that star is very important astrologically, because normally it's a northern star, which is part of the ruling, is guided by one of the ruling stars, Zuhal in Arabic, they call it Zuhal.
Formation of Emir's collection of regalia is remarkable. The colorful designs on the flying gown called Babariga means a lot.
There is a flying gown, Babariga, that has a decoration called 2 knives. The 2 knives is a sword used during the lifetime of the prophet. So it signifies, it has some meaning to it.
It's history.
Yes. And there is magic square. You see about 5 boxes, which if you cycle them, it will give you 3 by 3 matrix. It's a magic square.
It will interest you to know that even the process of sewing this regalia requires specific times and conditions.
In fact, even the time upon which they will start sewing the gown, they have to consider good time astrologically with sort of incantation or recitation of the verses or the names of Allah. So it is not only for, in fact, it is more for protection than aesthetics.
The turban itself tells who the bearer is.
His kind of turban tells you this is an imam, or this is a prince, or this is a title holder, and that. Anybody you see with 2 rabbit ear on his turban is a princely title holder, or even the emir.
One unique, valuable object of culture is a twin spear, which is peculiar to the Emir of Kano.
It is only the emir that uses the twin spears. He's the only one that wears the ostrich feather shoe. So he's the only one that uses bow and arrow to walk around.
Other symbols such as trumpets and drums are mainly for communication purpose.
The title of Eze Ndibo testifies the presence of Igbo people in Kano. It is also a suggestion that, as diverse as Nigerian tribes, cultural appreciation could give way to tolerance and harmony. Igbo's presence is adequately felt here. In this palace of Igwe in Kano, one assumes he is in Igbo land.
We have an association called Non-Indigens here. When the former governor came in, he said it's not acceptable to him that we are all one, that we should change it. That you cannot say we are non-indigenous in Kano, as far as we are Nigerians. And we thought he didn't mean it. Then we now move ahead and change it to ethnic.
Specific features makes Igwe's palace uniquely attributed to him. Although there is no regard to particular color, Igwe's regalia are of many types and for different outings and events.
In terms of clothes, we celebrate Ofala. That is yearly events, signifying the number of years you have been on the throne. We have a special regalia for that. And occasions also has its own. Then having meetings with your cabinet members also has its own. If you are a Igwe, your cap will be different from a chief. It cannot be the same with chief because it's the Igwe, the Eze that crowns chiefs. That's why you see red caps of so many Igbo indigenes who are prominent Igbo men.
The seats, specially made for Igwe, bear symbol of lions, beautifully decorated to indicate being a warrior.
Initially, before you become a king, you must be a conqueror. And a lion is you know what lion means. So for somebody to sit on this type of seat, he's a warrior.
In most occasions, Igwe is noticed as holding a staff as a symbol of authority.
I have the bigger one. Those ones are there. But those are the things to confirm that you are. But if you look at my picture there, you will see it, the one I'm standing with. That is the staff of office. We have our tradition in the East, which we are representing here. And for us being the Ezes outside Igbo land, is to let our people, our children, know of our culture, because so many Igbos were outside.
A visit to this palace, beads treatment on Igwe's neck, is obviously among the aesthetics royal items that grace every visitor.
In virtually all places, marriage remains the only union that legalizes cohabitation of man and woman in which procreation happens. Even though marriage is among universal cultures, the way and manner it is being conducted vary from one culture to another. Some years back, in most parts of northern Nigeria, wedding ceremonies and processes were merely simple in the way it attracts resources. Essential event such as wedding prayer is to hold in bride's home, while reception used to take place in any available spacious venue to dine and wine with friends and relatives.
In the years before now, we need few representatives of both families, and they come. The marriage is contracted based on is a ritual.
Today, a lot of things away from the northern culture, things that have tendency to demand a lot of financial resources, have been injected into wedding.
Somehow we now focus more on the wedding. Before the marriage, you have the mother's night. I don't know if there's the father's night. I know there's the Arabian night. I know there is a lot of activities. Bachelor's night, bachelor's eve, sprints, a lot of them. Wallahi, a lot. And it's burden. You need the hall, you need refreshment, you need to organize, you need to manage a lot of people, and a lot of monies go.
By implication, these expenses impacted strongly on all classes of people.
That is why you have many able men and women not married, and they want to get married. But these additional appendage being placed on weddings have made it inaccessible.
If you look at the amount of money that people are spending on such activities is huge. And as well, the type of things that the groom is taking to the bride's house, if you look at, if they are showing all those things, you see that the life is getting another thing entirely.
Many people believe that the intrusion of these new cultures has overall implications on the survival of most marriages being contracted today.
I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store.
Normally, before, all these things, they are not in our culture. Like here, yes, like here now. Nobody is even supposed to see the bride safe. But now the brides are even coming out, even they dance together with the in-laws in public together, and nobody is looking at that as anything. Understand? And even wearing a wedding gown, which is not part of our culture.
If care is not taken, even before the marriage is being contracted, by the time of this leafy and what have you, you see some frictions will begin to show themselves, either among the couples or among the parents of the couples, or sometimes even the combination of both.
If that money used can be given to the groom and the bride to sustain themselves, they can spend the money for the whole year.
All these unnecessarily additions to weddings, let's push them aside. Let's look at the quality. Let's look at the probability to be matched.
Leather industry in Kano is as old as the beginning of the Hausa civilization. Spanning over 1,000 of years, the industry supplied leather materials to the hinterland and also served as a major trade link between Kano and other parts of the world through transparent trade. It flourished for many years and served as an essential economic mainstay of the Hausa land. In Kano today, few tanneries struggle to operate at a capacity quite inadequate to feed the local leather industries, and this has no doubt stunted their growth, not only in Kano, but other parts of Nigeria. This is Majema local leather industry or traditional leather industry in Kofar Wambai area of the city of Kano. This place is believed to have existed for over 90 years. It is indeed a haven for different categories of people, irrespective of their ages.
We grew up into the business of tanning, which we inherited from our forefathers. I think this place is over 80 years. And for how long have you been into this trade? I've been into this trade for approximately 50 years.
As you can see, all activities to do with leather processing is being carried out here.
I happen to see myself in this trade. My parents and their parents were also in the occupation. At least, I have spent over 15 years working here. I tanned a specific leather called tundra, a skin of python, just like this one. I also operate on skin of a crocodile and goats, among many others. In spite of the serious decline in its operations and profitability across the value chain, some business people in Kano still see prospect in leather business and are determined to stay in it.
So now we increase the capacity instead for 15,000 a day, we make it as 30,000 pieces. That's our capacity for right now. But we have the plan to increase more, to make it like 50 to 60,000 pieces a day.
When we receive the raw skins, we are going to grade the skins by size. After that, we are going to trim. And we want to make the skin to be shaped from the starting stage itself. From there, we will take the skin to the process so that the bacteria will put some chemicals to avoid the bacteria so the skins will not spoil.
One cannot overemphasize the value this industry adds to the economy, and it is worrisome that this once highly prosperous industry will be allowed to decay.
Well, you can see how many people you employ here. Before, some people here is not more than 200 people are working in this place. Now we have more than 500 people, and we want to increase our capacity. We need more people again.
For the leather industry to thrive, government must invest substantially in the local content and re-emphasize on policies that encourage all players in the industry.
The scope of life is enormous and could have been covered by the trending Hausa musical artist in Kano to send crucial messages to the people. Today, huge proportion of musicians here sing mainly for love and marriage to entertain merely their young peers. Most of them hold the viewpoint that they are in business, thereby go for what is needed in the market.
Industry ya taso ne ga kai waka film a biya ka, so haka aka riga aka saba, so suke ganin kamar idan ba wakan film su kai ba, so ba su da wani ta hanyar da za su samu kuɗi. So idan kuma babu riba a ciki za ga al'ummar mu ba kowa ne zai wani abu dan kishin al'ummarsa ko yana son ya cimma wani ƙudiri mai kyau.
Others believe that, like Kannywood Hausa films, Hausa musicals are the offshoot of Indian musicals that are merely for love.
The background and the foundation of Hausa films and Hausa music comes from India. So that is why, and when you look at it critically, about 80 to 90% of the Indian films are based of love.
In recent years, few other musicians chose to explore the wide neglected aspect to make stronger impact on lives of the people. Adam Abdullahi Abubakar, popularly called Fresh Emir, is into Hausa hip-hop style of music, and with that, he delved into social circumstances such as kindness, poverty, sympathy, governance, respect for elders, and role of parents.
Ba sai ka yi waƙar soyayya ba kuma sai ka yi waƙar batsa sannan za ka ɗaukaka ba, kuma abinda matasanmu ya kamata su fahimta cewa kada su la'akari da kuɗi, domin wani abu mai kyau shine abin da ya kamata. Duka abin da za ka yi, muna kallon magabata a ce mazan jiya sun yi abu kaza na gwagwarmaya kuma yanzu ba sa, amma aikinsu mai kyau din yana ne.
His song Akume Bakin Magana is on rape cases occurring in our society.
Like Fresh Emir, Akume Bakin Magana. When you look at his hip-hop style, it's directly sending a good message to the people and good message to the governors, trying to bring about their eyes in something that they don't know.
Ayo, the magana. Ayo. Ina da korafi kan kananan yaran da aka ciwa zarafi, mu tattauna kan shi gani na zayafi, mun bar matsalan haka ta yaya zai tafi. Dole mu gyara, saboda haka na jawo asara, na rai da dukiya domin kwadayin nera, da yarka ce ta yaya za a yi haka ka fara. Kwadayin dukiya, koko saboda neman duniya ya saka mai da kanka kare mara zuciya. Magana na kiya kan fyare, wani katin ba za a biyar ka ya fyare, kana ji kana gani amma kana zoron fade. To in maka fada a banza, saboda shi wanda ya yi abin yana da bosa, za a ta ja maka hankali har ka ga babu hasa, ba kai wasa ba sunayar ka sa a canza. Mana sai a kira ta karuwa, in karamati a kira ta mai roƙon ruwa, ka rasa mai mutane suka dauki rayuwa, yana da kyau mu dauko wacce mace yar ruwa.
Hardcore hip-hop style is usually known to go with abusive language and even insult performed by some American musicians, but this guy does the opposite.
same ka za mu samu mafita tambaya ne akan kasar.
Ka gani ka menene idan aka yi babu shakka zai gyara kasa da yan kasa duka. Ni ban sani ba, kace ya ce muku ban sani ba. Na gaji da baku shawaran asara, na fada kuna ji amma ku ki ku gyara.
Today, Fresh Air gains a lot of supporters that enjoy and benefit from wide range of.
Yar masu na kasar gani suka rubuta jarabawa UTME. Tannan masana lafiya na kira ga 'yan Najeriya da su rungumi salon rayuwa mai kyau yayin da suka kai shekaru 40. Jama'a assalamu alaikum ga cikakkun labaran tare da ni Murtala Abdullahi Hamza. Wani fitaccen ɗan siyasa Abdullahi Tijjani Gwarzo ya bayyana aniyarsa ta tsayawa takarar kujerar sanata mai wakiltar Kano ta Arewa a zaben shekara ta 2027 karkashin jam'iyyar APC. Gwarzo tsohon karamin ministan gidaje da birane kuma tsohon mataimakin gwamna karkashin mulkin Malam Ibrahim Shekarau ya ce matakin nasa ya biyo bayan kiraye-kiraye daga al'ummarsa. Hawa Muktar na da cigaba wannan rahoto.
Ya haɗa manyan baƙi da dama ciki har da tsohon kwamishina Muntari Ishaq ya kasai, Bashir Hayatu da sauran manyan jigajigan jam'iyyar APC.
Na yadda zan je a yi
A cikin jawabinsa, Gwarzo ya bayyana matukar godiyarsa ga al'ummar Kano ta Arewa bisa ci gaba da bashi goyon baya, yana mai cewa wannan goyon baya ne ya karfafa masa gwiwar shiga takarar. Ya kuma yaba da shugabancin shugaba Bola Ahmed Tinubu da gwamnatin jihar Kano karkashin jagorancin Abba Kabir Yusuf bisa abin da ya bayyana a matsayin kokarin su na ci gaba da gudanar da mulki da bunƙasa al'umma.
Mu kuna mu ne, ni kuma na ku. Idan Allah ya bada wannan kujera ku za a yi wa aiki. Kuma cikin hukuncin Allah za a kai ga biyan bukata.
Ya yi alkawarin fifita bukatun al'ummarsa idan aka zaɓe shi, yana mai cewa zai tabbatar da wakilci mai haɗa kai da kuma jajircewa wajen inganta walwala da ci gaban tattalin arzikin Kano ta Arewa. Hauwa Muktar Abdullahi a Labarai NTA.
Makarantar ci gaba da ilimi mai zurfi ta Jami'ar Bayero da ke nan Kano ta karbi dalibai 135 masu matsalar gani domin rubuta jarabawa UTME na shekara ta 2026 a wani yunkuri na faɗaɗa damar samun ilimi ga masu bukata ta musamman. Wannan shiri wanda hukumar JAM ta jagoranta na nuna ƙaimi wajen samar da ilimi tare da tabbatar da cewa nakasa bata zama cikas ga ci gaban karatu ba. Musba Wasan na da cigaban wannan rahoto.
Ɗalibai daga jihohin Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, Jigawa da Zamfara sun hallara a makarantar cigaba da ilimi ta Jami'ar Bayero domin zana jarabawar shiga jami'a ta UTME ta shekarar 2026. Wannan aiki wanda aka tsara domin ƙarfafa samar da daidaito wajen samun damar shiga manyan makarantu ya haɗa da tsarin tantance ɗalibai kafin su shiga zauren jarabawar. Wannan tsari na haɗaka ya ci gaba da wanzar da ƙudurin hukumar shirya jarabawar shiga jami'a ta JAM na bayar da kulawa ta musamman wanda aka kaddama a ƙarƙashin jagorancin magatakarda Farfesa Ishaq Olowede tun a shekarar 2017.
Tun safe da na dare abincin rana a nan da suke jarabawa ne za a ba su, sannan kuma za a ba su tallafin da ragin kuɗin mota in za su koma gida. Bisa ɗin jami'ar alƙawari dukkan mai bukata ta musamman da zai ɗau UTME na aka cewa ya cika ka'ida da aka ce JAM tana mai musu da kuɗinsu.
Domin tabbatar da gudanar da jarabawa cikin sauƙi, hukumar ta samar da kayan aiki na musamman da suka hada da sauti, alluna da alƙaluma, injin buga rubutu da kuma masu taimakawa.
Na dan a taimaka wajen encouraging ɗinka, a ƙarfafa maka gwiwa wajen ka ji cewa lalle ana da bukatar kai karatu. So wannan ba abin da za mu ce da hukumar JAM sai godiya.
As a special need, I advise them.
A matsayina na mace mai bukata ta musamman ina ba mu abokan karatu na shawara cewa su karfafa gwiwarsu wajen zana jarabawar JAM domin hakan zai taimaka musu wajen samun gurbin shiga jami'a.
Wannan jarabawa ta sake jaddada aniyar gwamnatin ƙasa ta faɗaɗa damar samun ingantaccen ilimi ga dukkanin 'yan Najeriya, ciki har da masu bukata ta musamman. Mispa Hassan, Labaran NTA.
Kaiwa shekaru 40 ana kallonsa a matsayin muhimmin mataki a rayuwa wanda ke tattare da kwarewa, ci gaban kai da kuma jin cewa an cimma wasu nasarori wanda da dama ke ɗauka a matsayin wata ni'ima. A wannan mataki na rayuwa, masana kiwon lafiya sun jaddada mahimmancin yin wasu gyare-gyare a salon rayuwa domin tallafawa tsufa mai kyau da kuma inganta lafiyar jiki gaba ɗaya. Hussaini Shehu Hussaini na da cigaban wannan rahoto.
Girma da cigaban ɗan adam tun yana cikin mahaifiyarsa zuwa ƙuruciya da kuma zama cikakken mutum yana ginuwa ne ƙarƙashin yanayi mai caccanzawa cikin matakai daban-daban. Cikar ɗan adam shekaru 40 wani ɓangare ne na wannan cigaba da ke nuna cikar tunani da ɗan adam. Usman Abubakar ɗaya ne daga cikin mazauna birnin Kano ke bayyana canje-canjen da ya samu a wannan mataki.
Kamar jiki shi kansa mutum zai dinga jin jikinsa akwai ba kamar yadda yake ji da sauran yarata a jikinsa ba. Duk da dai ana ganin ita ma shekara 40 din shekarun kwarin jiki ne.
Hakan bai rasa nasaba da kaiwa matuƙa wurin cikar kamala.
Sannan a zamantakewa ma tana nuna cewa lalle fa ka kai wani munzali na hankali, wani munzali na rayuwa wanda idan kana wasu abubuwa wanda ba su dace ba na baya ka daina.
Lokaci ne na koma bayan aikace-aikacen gabai da ke buƙatar amfani da abinci mai ɗauke da sinadaran ƙara ƙwarin ƙashi da vitamin.
Yawanci abincikan da ake so mutum ya zamta irin wannan su ne ake so mutum ya rika samun calcium based food da kuma vitamin based food. Misali irin abubuwan da suka shafi abin da yake da calcium a jiki saboda zai kara wa kashin ka kwari, sannan zai kara ma tunani su irin karfashin kifi, irin su kifi haka da kansa da irin su dangin su nama din.
Ana buƙatar motsa jiki a wannan mataki don samar da muhimman sinadaran narka abinci.
Dole mutum ya rika physical activity, physical exercise domin ya samar wa zuciyarsa nishadi da sauransu. Game da abun sha, nau'in abin da kasancewa it has higher bicarbonate, irin abin da ya shafi irin su energy drinks haka da sauran duk wani abu da zai stimulating ɗinka kai wasu abubuwa su ma na so ka rage.
Masana na ci gaba da shawartar jama'a da ba wannan mataki kulawar da ta dace. Hussein Shehu Hussein, Labarai NTA.
To jama'a, labaran suna zuwa muku ne daga nan gidan talabijin na NTA Kano. Labaran za su ci gaba a bayan wannan.
A world of comfort where relaxation meets luxury and every moment becomes a beautiful memory. At Porto Golf Resort, we don't just offer a stay, we deliver an experience. From weekend getaways to corporate retreats, school excursions, and unforgettable celebrations. We provide the perfect setting, serene environment, top-class hospitality, modern event facilities, and delicious meals. For your bookings and reservations, call us today on 090 60 70 7243 or 01 34 70 05 22 and email at reservation@portogolfresort.com. We are located at Minjibir Local Government Area along Gezawa Axis. Porto Golf Resort, it's a different world.
Sumo Zinc nake amfani da shi. Kuma har yanzu bani da wata matsala.
Amma na gode.
Sumo yana da kwari da juriya, baya tsatsa, gashi kala-kala, zane daban-daban. Ana iya samun sa a ko'ina a faɗin ƙasar nan. Don kamfani ko ma'aikata, gida da Sumo Zinc Galvanized Roofing Sheet za su samu titiri a Bimbola Street, Isolo Industrial Area, Isolo Lagos. Su suke samar da su. Ku bar gidan ku ya tsaya tare da Sumo. A kula da Sumo Zinc na boki, haɗi da mai tambari irin na Sumo wanda ba su rajista ba da son.
To barkamu da dawowa. Ga matasa 'yan ƙwallon ƙafa da dama a sassa daban-daban na jihar Kano, filin wasa ya zama wata hanya ta samun dama, yayin da gidauniyar Stereo Community Development Foundation ta shirya gasar ƙwallon ƙafa ta matasa domin ƙarfafa hazaƙa, haɗin kai da kuma fatan alheri. Baya ga kyaututtukan kuɗi da aka baiwa zakarin gasar, wannan shiri ya baiwa matasa damar nuna ƙwarewarsu. Elizabeth Yilalamido na da cigaban wannan rahoto.
An kafa gidauniyar Tasteron ne domin karfafa al'ummomi a matakin ƙasa, inda take amfani da wasanni a matsayin hanya mai tsari ta haɗa matasa, karfafa tarbiyya da bunƙasa kyakkyawan zamantakewa. A wannan yunkuri, gidauniyar ta shirya gasar wasanni da ta haɗa ƙungiyoyi 16 daga ƙananan hukumomi 15 na Kano ta tsakiya. Kowace kungiya ta samu tallafin kuɗi naira 200,000 yayin da karamar hukumar Gwale ta zama zakara da kuɗi naira miliyan 5. Nasarawa kuwa ta zo ta biyu da naira miliyan 3, sai kuma Dala ta zo ta 3 da naira miliyan 1.
Wannan shine gasar na farko na Steron, to alhamdulillah Allah ya sa mun zama zakara, to ina gode wa Allah kuma ina matuƙar farin ciki gaskiya.
Na samu best player of the tournament kuma na samu direct ticket zuwa Nigeria under 17 kuma ina matuƙar farin ciki da haka.
Na samu top scorer ne wanda ya fi kowa cin balabalai. Gaskiya tun da nake ban taɓa ganin foundation irin wannan ba, kuma na ji daɗi da na gani, ban ma taɓa shiga irin wannan yanayin ba a ball tun da na fara ball.
Wanda ya kafa gidauniyar Abubakar Sadiq Umar ya bayyana cewa shirin na da nufin karfafa gwiwar matasa, gano baiwa da samar da damammaki na ci gaba.
Sai mun jona hannu mu gina rayuwar mutane, sai mun kula da yaran nan saboda su ma suna kallon mu.
Baya ga harkar wasanni, gidauniyar ci gaban al'umma ta Steron ta aiwatar da ayyukan jin kai a sassan arewacin Najeriya, ciki har da samar da ruwan sha, tallafin wutar lantarki da ayyukan kiwon lafiya a matsayin wani bangare na faɗaɗa manufofin ci gabanta. Elizabeth Silalamido, labaran NTA.
To sai kuma bangaren rahotannin wasannin namu na yau.
'Yan Najeriya sun nuna alhininsu bayan an binne Ibrahim Galadima a Kano. Rivers United da Ikorodu sun fara saukowa daga saman tebur ɗin Nigerian Premier League. Kano Pilas ta doke Rivers United da ci 2-1. Manchester City ta doke Arsenal a gasar Premier League.
To jama'a iyakacin abin da ya sauka kenan, a huta lafiya.
On the news tonight, Bayero University Kano advances inclusive education as 135 visually impaired candidates sit for the UTME. Plus, health experts call for healthier lifestyles as Nigerians reach 40. Evening and welcome to NTA Kano News. I am Muhammad Ibrahim Salihu. A prominent political figure, Abdullahi Tijani Gwarzo, has declared his intention to contest for the Kano North senatorial seat in the 2027 general election under the platform of the All Progressive Congress. Gwarzo, a former Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development and former Deputy Governor under Ibrahim Shekaro, said his decision was in response to what he described as a strong call from constituents and supporters across the senatorial district. Hawa Mukhtar reports.
The declaration event was attended by several notable dignitaries, including former Commissioner Muntari Ishakiyakase, Bashir Hayatu, alongside other key members of the APC.
Political associates, community leaders, and well-wishers who have, with one voice, urged me to once again step forward in service to our people.
In his address, Gwarzo expressed deep appreciation to the people of Kano North for their continued trust and encouragement, stating that their support inspired his decision to join the race. He also commended the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Kano state government under the leadership of Abba Kabir Yusuf for what he described as their ongoing efforts in governance and development.
It was a heart full of humility and gratitude. I wish to sincerely acknowledge and appreciate the overwhelming calls, encouragement, and the confidence reposed in me by the good people of our constituency.
He pledged to prioritize the need for his constituents if elected, promising inclusive representation and a commitment to advancing the socio-economic well-being of Kano North. Hawa Mukhtar Abdullahi, NTA News.
The School of Continuing Education, Bayero University, Kano, hosted 135 visually impaired candidates for the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, reinforcing efforts to expand access to higher education for persons with disabilities. The initiative, led by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board Equal Opportunity Group, underscores a growing policy commitment of inclusive education, ensuring that physical limitations do not hinder academic development. Misbah Hassan reports.
Candidates from Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, Jigawa and Zamfara states assembled at the School of Continuing Education, Bayero University, Kano, for the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. The exercise, aimed at strengthening equitable access to higher education, featured screening process as candidates prepared for entry into the examination hall. This inclusive arrangement continues the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board's specialized support framework introduced under Registrar Professor Ishak Oloyede in 2017.
JAM would provide them with some transportation supplement. May not be enough, but reduce the transportation cost. Every candidate with disability who indicated the disability while written for UTME and who satisfies the minimum requirement of 5 credits, including English language, will have free UTME registration.
To ensure a smooth experience, the board provided assistive materials, including audio text, slates and styluses, typewriters and personal guides.
I'm very appreciating the JAM because of the opportunity give for us for the writing the examination.
As a special need, I advise them that they should be encouraged to write JAM examination so that the JAM exams will help them to get their admission.
The exercise underscores a sustained national commitment to expanding fair and accessible education opportunities for all Nigerians, including persons with disabilities. Misbah Hassan, NTA News.
Attaining 40 years of age is often regarded as a significant milestone marked by experience, personal growth, and a sense of accomplishment that many describe as a blessing. At this stage of life, health experts emphasize the importance of adopting lifestyle adjustments that support healthy aging and overall well-being. Sheikh Hussein reports.
Human growth and development is a dynamic biological process characterized by gradual changes from childhood to adulthood. The age of 40 is often seen as a reflection of this progression, where individuals begin to experience distinct signs of maturity in both thought and lifestyle. Usman Abubakar, a resident of Kano, shares his experiences at the stage of life.
Reaching 40 is a milestone actually, and it comes with so many things. We experience physical development, physical changes, and emotional development.
This phase is closely linked to the peak and gradual transition in cognitive development, where individuals tend to reach more stable reasoning and decision-making patterns according to experts.
He has come of age, 40 years of age under normal social circumstances. He is married with maybe children, with a stable job. Therefore, at this juncture, what he is supposed to focus his attention on entirely is his family, his religion, and himself.
It is also a period where the body begins to experience gradual physiological changes, making proper nutrition, especially calcium and vitamin-rich foods, which are important for maintaining overall health.
People are advised to consume series group of food, which example like maize, milk, and guinea corns, and other group or not. And however, people are therefore like to be in the protein fat that can help them to boost their immune system.
Regular physical activity is highly recommended to help maintain metabolic balance and reduce the risk associated with insulin-related challenges.
People, they will engage themselves in morning exercise without even having challenges in their mind.
As individuals cross the 40-year mark, experts say the focus should shift from living longer to living healthier, with every lifestyle choice contributing to long-term well-being. Hussein Sheikh Hussein, NTA News.
You're watching the news on Nta Kano. The news continues after this commercial timeout.
Into a world of comfort, where relaxation meets luxury, and every moment becomes a beautiful memory. At Porto Golf Resort, we don't just offer a stay, we deliver an experience. From weekend getaways to corporate retreats, school excursions, and unforgettable celebrations, we provide the perfect setting, serene environment, top-class hospitality, modern event facilities, and delicious meals. For your bookings and reservations, call us today on 090 60 70 7243 or 01 34 70 05 22 and email at reservation@portogolfresort.com. We are located at Minjibir Local Government Area along Gezawa Axis. Porto Golf Resort, it's a different world.
I have a lovely family, one big family who are willing to fix me when I'm broken, willing to help me clean my stains, willing to right my wrongs, willing to help me stand. Yes, I wish I have a lovely family, one big family. Willing to scold me when I'm failing, willing to help me win trophies, willing to feel my pains, willing to dry my tears. Shade of fighting, no, not good thing I know. Yes, I know. Oh, willing to scold me when I'm failing, willing to help me win trophies, willing to feel my pains, willing to dry my tears. True life story.
For many young footballers across communities in Kano State, the pitch has become a pathway to opportunity, as the Steron Community Development Foundation organized a grassroots football tournament aimed at rewarding talent, teamwork and hope. Beyond the prize money awarded to the champions, the initiative provided youth with a platform to showcase their abilities, build discipline and strengthen community bonds across the Kano Senatorial District. Elizabeth Yila reports.
Founded to strengthen grassroots communities, the Steron Community Development Foundation is leveraging sports as a structured avenue for youth engagement, discipline, and positive social development. As part of this effort, the foundation organized a tournament featuring 16 teams from 15 local government areas in Kano Central. Each team received 200,000 naira, while Gwale emerged winner with 5 million naira, followed by Nasarawa with 3 million naira and Dala local government with 1 million naira.
We truly appreciate the opportunity of Steron have given us, and we're so grateful to be the first in the competition.
I've gained the best player of the tournament and I'm very excited to be part of it, and I have a direct ticket to Nigeria under 17. I'm very happy to that.
Founder of the foundation, Abubakar Sadiq Umar, said the initiative is aimed at motivating youths, discovering talents and creating opportunities for growth.
We have embarked on the scouting program, which is to tease out the talents, the skillful players, those that are blessed to be a blessing, and showcase them to Africa and the world.
Beyond sports, the Steron Community Development Foundation has implemented humanitarian projects across northern Nigeria, including water access, electricity support, and healthcare interventions as part of its broader development drive. In Kano, Elizabeth Yilalamido, NTA News.
And now it's time we join our sport correspondent for more on sport.
Nigerians pay tribute as Galadima is buried in Kano. Rivers United Ikorodu slip in title race in Nigerian Premier League. Kano Pillars beat Rivers United 2-1. Manchester City beat Arsenal in English Premier League.
Next is weather forecast for Tuesday, the 21st of April 2026 in Kano and other selected cities. This concludes our today's bulletin. Thanks for watching.